Here's a simple blitz that has been ran for years in Madden, especially in dollar defense, but it's ran out of the nickel 330 mint defense in college football 25, and you guys are going to see my opponent who done this against me and pretty much what me doing so. I was facing a Ohio State user, and looking back at it, I did have wide open players. It's just at times when he did run this, as you guys see, the looping blitz linebacker getting free and bypass my lineman for an easy sack. It's just there's times I didn't have time to throw the ball. But when I did, I just overlooked certain players that was wide open. And I was just playing poorly. Like I was picking the same exact offensive play that was just getting beat against this defense every single time. And of course, on defensive end, I didn't really get pressure against my opponent. So that's another reason why my opponent was able to get downfield. So I tried to implement his scheme offense and defensively. So I went to the next game using Ohio State, and I can't really figure out how he done it, but you guys see it right here. I end up getting it done. I mean, you basically don't do nothing. You just use the opposite side linebacker and, cover anything in the middle field or any slot receiver. And then I tried again in another match against a Bama user and really tried out that Ohio State's offensive scheme, which his offense was just doing drag routes and a double in route move by the tight ends. And I was just playing poor in this game as well, as my opponent just rushed two players and they break free, get pressure on me. But starting out this game, just nothing was clicking. And then also my opponent's defense, he just ran fag D, which he only blitzes two linemen, puts a QB spy and everybody else in coverage, and then he just roams anything that playmaker or anything that crosses his face. And just that alone, for some reason, it was so difficult for me to compete. So I stopped doing the offensive scheme that the Ohio State user done against me. Then I just simply asked coach. For some odd reason, every time I selected to run the ball, it's like he knew when I ran the ball and he was stuffing it. So that's why you guys see the majority of passing throughout this game. And this was pretty much it. Like I said, the game dictates things to make it more difficult than it should, and I have no clue why. But when I look back at the initial Ohio State scheme and his blitz, like I said, I played poorly. I was doing the same play that was getting beat, and I was missing wide open players. Now, seeing how my opponent in this game beat this defense, it was pretty simple and straightforward. I'm like, wow, that's all I had to do to beat that defense. But like I said before, every game is different, and it's just like EA decides when DDA is going to kick in and not. So throughout this match, as I'm asking coach, just trying to figure out how to beat my opponent's fag defense. I mean, you guys see it clearly. Now, when I was starting just running anything because I'm not used to playing with Ohio State and using their playbook, I did the same thing on defense after, seeing him beat the loop blitz defense with ease. I was like, you know what? I don't know how my opponent was doing it, but at the same time, looking back, like I said, I was doing the same exact plays. I was just getting beat. So I just ended up doing my own thing and going back to what I know, what works best and how I play defense. And you guys are going to see a tremendous comeback against my opponent, who kind of talked then and there throughout this match, just talking trash. And then, when he made big plays, that's when he talked trash and was taunting me at the same time. So it is what it is. It's just simple, basic adjustments that, I got to start doing and adapting to. Like, in these type of games, especially coming down from a deficit, coming back, I'm used to it because, for the most part, I end up starting off my games, majority of the time, just terrible. And then I work my way back into the game and then always making a comeback. That's what made me a overall much more better player. Now, this is the first time I try to copy and paste somebody's scheme because it was just frustrating. But then looking back, like I said, there's just, detail errors that I just completely missed out on and just played stupid. So once I adjusted my defense, you guys can clearly see that my opponent had a difficult time. And then I was taking time asking coach, just rerouting certain routes to beat his defense. And just like that, I ended up coming back, taking a lead for the first time in the game. And then right here, I kind of got lucky. I just chucked it up. And then look what he does. He ends up taunting me. Then I made him fumble and I ended up scoring a touchdown. So that's on his fault for being super greedy. Yeah, you can say it's luck in a way, but once again, he taunted me. I went to user strip, and that's why I ended up fumbling by doing so. Instead of just taking it, he was doing way too much. And then all it comes down to is how he's going to finish off the game and just keep trying to throw it deep because he thought I was going to be playing the same defense, but after I changed it up, he started to struggle. So this is a good video proof of why I don't really copy and paste other people's, schemes and tips or whatever the case may be. I pretty much do everything on my own, find out things on my own, and then adapt. But like I said, there's games where I have, those DDA moments. The game is harder than it should be, and there's times where I just blankly play stupid. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comments about this blitz and playstyle and much more. Do you guys have a similar experience to mine? Let me know down below. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Peace.